Hey, what's up, y'all? So, I bought this book a couple weeks ago, and I started reading it last night, and I stayed up all night and I read the whole dang thing. I couldn't put it down. It's so good, guys. There's so much stuff in here. Um, Bennett's Guide to Avoiding Reproduction and Altered Ancient Indian Arrowheads. A tutorial on conducting microscopic surface evaluations to determine authenticity. Um, he goes into a lot of detail in here about what to look for, how to look for it, the equipment you need, the microscope, how much they cost. The basic model is like 200. The nice one's like 4, just so you know. And the one, you can get them with the where they plug in, so you can look at it on a digital screen. He talks about all that stuff. He talks about the equipment. Let's just look at the table of contents. So we got reproductions then and now. He talks about they've been doing this stuff, these fakes, for a couple hundred years. I mean, they started doing this stuff back in the 1800s. And he talks about what to look for, with the older fakes and rework pieces and stuff. Let's just see. Are microscopes really necessary? Proper versus artificial patina, proper weathering, lateral flint tears, hinge fracture analysis, flint crushing and weathered notches, sanded and filed notches, modern tumbling and surface sanding, sanded blade edges, proper basal and lower edge grinding, mineral deposits, biological deposits, replicated deposits, copper and metal traces, shattered quartz crystals, fissure and cavities. I had no idea the lengths that people went to fake stuff. I mean, it is pretty wild. But if you, I know some of you guys are probably collectors, like myself, and I'll buy one here and there. I'd rather find them, but, I kind of thought I could hold an artifact in my hand and tell if it was older or new. They just don't feel right sometimes if they're not old. But it goes so much farther than that. You just really can't tell. These people are getting so good at this stuff. I mean, it is ridiculous with these deposits, and they're doing these cultures and stuff that are growing mineral deposits on them and patinas and brushing and spraying on different stuff. And he talks about what they use. And I'm not doing this so you guys can learn how to fake artifacts. I'm not showing you this. That's not why I'm reading it either. I hope everybody on here is honest and doing it for the right reasons. Because I'll tell you what, with people armed with this information, it'd be awful hard to get one over on somebody. It really would. After I read this entire book, I feel pretty confident that I could look at something under magnification and really tell a lot more than I at least could before. He talks about repairs, rechipping, different patinas, glues, adhesives, epoxies, air bubbles, mineral staining, biological deposits, just all kinds of stuff in here. Grinding, sanding, surface the ridge sanding and tumbling, and it is really, really a killer read. Like, that one's a fake. Look at that thing. You got the deposits, got some wore off numbers on it. Looks pretty daggone good. But later on in the book, he shows certain places on this thing that it's a dead giveaway. Dead giveaway that it's a fake. So, pretty cool stuff, and it might save you all a lot of money, I know. You know, he talks about in here when, after he was into it for a year or two, maybe 3, or I don't remember, but a while, and he got had pretty good, it sounded like. Enough to discourage him enough to sell off his entire collection and quit for a while. But fortunately, he got back into it full force. And then some, evidently, because I think he's only been doing this authenticating this stuff for about 10 years. But the guy really knows his stuff, man. It's a really, really good book. But as I was saying, you know, you can get had pretty easy, especially when you're into it for a few years and you start thinking you know the point types and the material and the flake patterns and stuff. But those things are just go by the wayside when you're talking about all this other stuff that you got to look for. Yeah, everybody knows to look for crushing in the notches and unreleased flakes that don't have any patina underneath of them with, you know, deposits or anything. But there's just so much stuff in here, guys. It's a really good book. And when I come across something good, I just like to share it with everybody, and hopefully you guys use it for the right reasons. And yeah, you can just Google the book title, I think, and probably pull this thing up. I think it was like, it wasn't real expensive. I think maybe it was like $15 or maybe it was $30. Either way, it's worth its weight in gold. So, okay, hope you all enjoyed that, and thanks for watching. I'll catch you on the next one.